Good morning. Hello. This is not what my desktop is showing. It's like a third window almost. Hold on, let's reset this. There we go. That's better. Asitsu, hello. How are you doing today? All okay? Man, that's even on a Monday. All okay on a Monday. Let's go for it. Let's go for more of that, right? I did. So I wasn't able to stream on Saturday, but after I took care of the stuff I needed to take care of in the morning on Saturday, I went out and was able to get a little bit of stuff done at a cafe. So let's go over what I did. Okay, so if we go to courses, we go to a course, we have our course articles. I can assign articles to this course. We can hit save, we can refresh, and they show up over here. That's all great. Um, so that's pretty much what I did. Is we save over there, and I started working on a preview. So it's not here. Am I on the right branch? I am on the right branch. Oh, right, because it's failing to build. That's why. Music is a little bit louder, and the category is just chatting, isn't it? I completely forgot. I looked at the title. I checked that. What is it? It's software and game development. There we go. Thank you for that, and let's also turn the music down just a little bit. Okay, how about that? I can turn down on my side too. Okay, yeah. So we've got some failing happening in the build here, and so that's the reason why we don't see that. So I created a button for this to be able to click in, but because we're failing, we have an error in here. That's not working. Oh, another thing that we did, I updated the dot files for Helix to run Clippy. So we finally got that running. So the way that works. Oh, and I realized the reason why none of these none of my directory stuff works. If I try to do, yeah, none of the directory stuff works because it's shared the directories with my my other profile, which means it's getting that profile's directory stuff. So I don't really like, it's not mine. I don't own it over here. So I have to go to this config helix, and now I see this and own it. It's mine. So if we take a look at languages, previously what I was trying to do over and over and over again, both what the documentation showed and then also what we were seeing in like blog posts and everything else, was this. We would go like, okay, language, and then using another brackets here, language dot like config, um, and then maybe like even language dot config dot check or something like that. The problem being that it just wasn't working. Like it was kind of sort of attempting to play, but not really. But I figured out that I can skip that and do this, where I have like just config.check.command, and I can set that to Clippy, and that works. So I haven't installed the brand new version of Rust that's come out. I don't believe I have, which has a cargo fix in it. So when I eventually get that up and running and we decide to move over to it, I can, I'm guessing, add in a command here for the auto fix command. Would be then cargo fix as opposed to Rust analyzer. I'm not sure. I think Rust Analyzer right now is the one that does it. We'll have to like play around with it to see which ones we like more. But yeah, that's what we got. And I'm continuing to play around with the sort of the layouts of this. Okay, so let's go find out where this error is. This is in articles. So I want articles. So API articles, line 39. Oh yeah, well that would do it. Basically, I wrote myself a reminder for what to do, and that's this. Okay, so we have an async function, get article titles by IDs. We're going to need to pull in the, well, the IDs. So let's do article IDs. This is going to have to be, I believe in the end it needs to be a vector. So I might need to just set you to be a vector of I64. I should not need a token for this. This should be something that anybody can get. So first things up, variables. All right, that works out nicely. Okay, we got our query. Okay, we build the query and then we send this out. Now I have this as, let's just like create this as a response here. And then we'll figure out what we need to do with it. Okay, so I don't need any authorization. I don't need a role. So I just need the JSON with the query. All right, so that gives me you. Now I need to return. Let's do a to do here, so I don't. Everything is not super upset. I have this response data for this specific API call, which is just the article title. So it's not like the article content or anything else. It's just the titles of it, and we're going to be building up the navigation on the left, I believe. So let's see. I need to create this as a vec of article. If we go to store articles, Here's this article. Oh, I can do the same thing we did before. We can do a from. Okay, so we can do an impl from, oh, what is it called? This is the response data for okay, and then now that I have that, okay, so I should be able to. Oh, you know what I think I'm missing? I think I'm missing created at. Hold on, let's go find that. So I've got database queries, get article titles by IDs. This is where I get. Yeah, I'm missing created at. I've been using the jump buffer a lot. So it's space B. And so instead of space F, which gives me every file, buffer only gives me the things that have opened up. So if I need to jump back to some place that I was before, then it's so much easier. A lot less to sort of look through and figure out. Uncle Scientist, hello. How are you doing? I saw you were still back on a lot of leak code stuff, right? Okay, so if we have that, then I should just do this as an into, and that will give me a result, right? Oh, I could try. Could I do a try into? Would that work? Because that gives me a result, right? So can I do response? Oh, but that gives me a self error. So that's the wrong type of thing. Okay, fine. We'll do an okay response dot into. And that should work. Should work, right? The treat bound vec stores articles. Oh, right, because we need a vector of them. Ooh, okay. Oh, you're working on an interactive fiction library. Oh, I think I saw something about that. Oh, I forgot about that. That's really cool. Do you have any like sort of novels on mind that you're gonna create? Like interactive novels? I haven't played one of those in a super long time. I'm trying to remember which ones. Like, I mean, the obvious ones are like the Zork ones. Anything from Infocom. There was there was one where we're escaping from a planet. We're like a janitor, and got sent down to the planet. That one I liked a lot. There's another one where was it like you're on a spaceship, and I could never figure out how to get into like the place that you're going to get into. I wanted to like that one a lot. Well, it was a text based, right? Space Quest from Sierra wasn't Space Quest a like a visual though, like had graphics. Oh, you can read Infocom files. Oh, that's really cool. I don't even know if I. Okay, no, this was an actual text-based game. Okay, now I need to go find it. So let me see if I couldn't find it really quickly. So there was an Infocom text adventure. You were a janitor, space station. Of course, graphics don't give me the the graphics don't tell me what I'm looking for. Because that just gives me completely wrong stuff. Oh, yeah, it definitely was not Space Quest. Oh, this was it. Okay, found it. This was it. It was Planetfall. I had this game on this format. We had the box. I don't even remember. We had the card. I had the card. I don't know what I did with it. I probably lost it. But we had a floppy drive, and then later on, when we got a computer that didn't do that, we bought Infocom again, but for like the three what was it? The 3.5 instead of the 8. And then eventually, yeah. You still have your box? My parents might still have those boxes, but maybe not. They moved a few times since then, so it's questionable whether or not they kept them because it's a lot of work, and they take so much space. Like computer games back then were like really big. But yeah, this was the game, and you were space janitor. Okay, so you're unhappy because oh right. This is a uh okay, so this is a vector of articles, and that's just an article. So what I want to do is probably not just an into. Probably before the into, I want to map through this. So we need to into iterator. Oh, can I not? Oh, because it's something else probably. Okay. So what are you? LMS articles. We can own that. We can map you, and then I want to do an into. Could I do something like that? Into and then collect. Oh, it's not into like that. It's something like into. The trait bound article convert from this is not satisfied. Oh, I was hoping that would work. Okay, let's do this manually. So we have a APR article, and I want to convert this into. Oh, but it's like the response. Oh, so wait a second. Wait a second. It is the response data. Hold on. So it doesn't work. It doesn't work. None, not really. I don't really have any good. I just usually go for from, and don't usually do try from. I probably should do try from, because then I can control the error, and I don't have to do this okay here. That'd be nice. So I guess like the problem here is that I need to do this as this type of API article, which is this API get article titles by IDs LMS articles. Okay, so I need to use that type over here. So we could try the try from. I haven't done try from a long. So try and pull try from. So it's not this. It is going to be API that. Okay, so that's the articles for. Oh, you know what the problem is? No matter what I do, this isn't going to work because this is for singular, and I need something more explicit. So, because I have a vector of them. Okay, so I kind of can work this. Hold on, let's try this again. So if I do from, then I can do the into when I iterate through. Uh, I guess one thing is I rarely use the try froms when I'm doing any of the array methods or the vector methods. It just doesn't really like it, I don't know, like the try ones I've always tried to use them and they never I don't like them that much. If I end up having to use anything with try, I usually just put it in a normal for loop as opposed to one of those methods. Okay, so from, it has to be the specific article, the specific type of article. Can I get you from that? I don't know if I can. Because if I go API, this is all I get is the full one. Or that. Okay. I think I'm gonna have to. Fine. Wait, where did it go? I want to go. Yeah, I want to be here. Okay, so this will. Let's try again. Let's do. Let articles equals. Okay, so I want to take response. Now we have this LMS articles. That gives me a vec of the API. So I can do an into iterator. And we're going to map you. We have an API article. And here I want to create that article. So this article, so ID will be the API article dot ID. Created that will be API article. Nope, nope. It's not. Wait, is it? It is. That I'm not seeing it though, which is not great. And then finally, title. API article dot title. Okay. I return that, get you, and we collect you into a vector article. And then we return an OK articles. All right, well, that's probably the best I could do for this right now. But at least that works. Okay. So I guess, huh. So this is singular. So API get article titles by IDs LMS articles. That's the type that I want to use. Okay. It's an auto created type, which is why it's so long and not fun. So if we come back to here, I should be able to do the from for it. So impl from so I think it was this one. Create you. Okay, so I get that value. And then I want to do, okay, so self. Interesting. Okay, so we'll have our ID is going to be the value dot. Okay, so this does work. So ID created at okay, so I can do into now inside of the loop. So inside of here, okay, so I think at this point I can do the into. So it's not what I want to. Okay, so then this would be into like that, I think. Yeah, it knows the item is going to go into an article. Okay, yes, this works too. I saved like a couple lines. It's not like amazing, but it works, right? So convert that into the right thing, and then is there like a map into? No. Collect into. Wait, can I? So can I do that instead? Can I just do collect into? Oh, unstable library feature. Collect into. Never mind. No, I cannot do that. Okay, so put this back. Uh, so we map into. We pass it a reference, where we pass it the function directly into. It runs the thing. We then collect it, and then we okay return that. All right, so that works. Now, the entire point of this is to get to our page. Oh, to get to our pages. Now, this is a course access, is what we're calling it. And the first thing we need to do is get access. Okay, right. We're getting the articles that we have access to. Like that's what we're going for. And we're gonna stuff them into the article store, which I think we have, right? Yeah, we have an article store, and inside of that we have, oh right, it's just a hash map of articles. So we're gonna get those and stuff them into that. Okay, so we have this use effect. Um, if the course loading state is not initialized, so we have to get the course information, and I insert the course. Okay, that's great. So we need an articles loading state. And really, this is the article titles. Loading state. Okay, so I realized that I needed a I need 3 different states that we start in. So we have initialized, and then in here in the use effect, we can check to see, okay, so if we're initialized, that's we start the request. And then the final one would be like, okay, we're done. We don't have to do anything. So if we're initialized, we start the request. So if the article titles loading state, that's equal to if you're initialized, then I want to do the same thing that I did right up there. So we want to reach out and get the article titles, which means I do need the article IDs, which I can only get through the course. So it's not just this. I have to make sure that I also have and now when we get to here, so if I get okay, I reduce mute, I got that. I also need to set the course loading state data. That's going to be into loaded. So okay, it's going, and then what I should probably be doing is as soon as we start the request here, we set it to running, right? So course loading state. We'll need to clone you. I might be able to implement copy for that. Maybe. I don't think I have that though. Set BD loading state. Okay, so this is loading then. So that's the sort of like what the 3 things that are happening. So we start loading it. We set you to be loading. Now, if you're here to move you in, I need to now pull you in here. So let course loading state. Okay, so I clone you in here, which means you can now move into here. I clone you so I can set you to that. I don't need to clone you because this is the last time we're using you in here, so we can just consume you. And that's here. Okay, so we set you. Now, at this point in time, I guess it's going to clone in here. Oh, that's probably not going to work. Oh, I probably need this in okay, so I need this in here almost. Now for you, if the course loading state, okay, so the dereferenced course loading state is equal to the loading state, you are loaded. Okay, so if we're initialized for the article titles loaded state, but we have loaded the courses, we have to wait for that to complete. But once we have it, then we can start using the okay, so it's gonna be another wasm bindgen futures spawn local. So I need to now use the article titles loading state. I might as well do this here. Oh, but no, that shouldn't consume it, right? something that does bother me about Helix, if I'm here, my cursor is at the end here, and if I do an A to append to the end, it goes to the next line, which is not what I want. I just sort of want like there, but I really want I. Okay, so article titles loading state equals article titles loading state dot. Although, is that the same thing that happens in Vim? I don't remember anymore. It's probably a bad habit that I picked up from someplace when I was doing Vim stuff. Okay, so oh yeah, no. Loading state. I'm gonna clone you. Okay, I'm cloning you so I can move you into this block. And then oh what? This is interesting. If I do A, it goes over there. If I do Shift A, it stays at the same line but goes to the end. Oh, I wonder if that's what I was doing the entire time. Because yeah, Shift A goes to the end of the line regardless of where you are in the line. Okay, so we have spawn local async move. I want to get. Okay, so we're gonna do the. Oh, we mark that we're starting to do this. So we do the article titles loading state. I clone you, and we set you to be loading state. So you're loading now. We're gonna match API articles, get article titles by IDs, and I need the IDs, but I have access to them through the courses. Okay, so we have the. Oh, I don't have them. Okay, so up here we have the courses store. So I need to move that into here. So it'll move one level for me. And so I need to clone that in here. Okay, so then to grab you, we do courses store dot courses. Oh, right. Okay, so this is not quite that easy. Nope, I want that. What I probably want to do first is get the article. Okay, I need to get the course first here. So let's get the course. Oh, which if it doesn't exist, that's obviously a problem. But I want to do this at the end. I have to wait. Well, actually, at this point, it's loaded, right? So I would have access to it. So I could get the course here. Oh, yeah, that would work. So we can do a let's this would be the specific course, and this would be the course state, the courses store. You're just upset about that, aren't you? Okay, courses. I want to get. It's by the ID, right? But we have the ID with the course ID. The course, okay, so course ID, which you need to be a reference, don't you? Now, if you don't exist, I need us to leave. Okay, so otherwise, we have to use the alert dispatch. I'm not. Okay, so the alert dispatch. I need to clone that into here. So I have access to it there. Now I can use you here. Okay, alert dispatch. Reduce mute. I don't like using single variables like that. Yeah, every time I'm like thinking like maybe I should, it's usually not a good idea. I usually like going back, want to change it later, like immediately. Alert. Been doing state for these. Alert state equal to store builder new error. Okay, and so our error is could not find course. I mean, if you go here clicking through the other things that should not happen, it shouldn't happen, but of course, there's a lot of things that shouldn't happen that end up happening. Okay, so then I want to navigate away, and we're gonna navigate probably back to courses list, or maybe just back to home. I'm not sure. So let's go to navigation. Okay. Use navigator. That will move into use effect. And then, okay, I'm in here, so I don't need to do a second move. So we'll just use a navigator push. Routes. So we can go to the list of courses. And then I need to return result. That works for me, I think. Okay, so now I'm guaranteed to have the courses here. Now you're upset because I'm not doing the things right in here. So okay. So I matched the articles. Oh, I have this course. Let's also get undo. There. Uh, so I want the article IDs. It's equal to course dot article IDs, and we'll clone you out. Now I can move those article IDs into here. Okay, so we're gonna have an okay, and these are the article titles. Mismatch types expected. Oh, you know what? I forgot to do the await. Okay. I need to alert dispatch clone this. And we need to do the alert dispatch thing there. Is that right? No, because it's already cloned and I just been cloning it. I think I'm good. Okay. So all right, here we go. Let's do the error first. All right, so for the error, I want to. What do I want to do? I want to display what the error is. Okay, we want to log the error. So we're going to log error first. Log error. So error getting article titles. I want to display an error for the user. So then that will be, we'll have to use the alert. So alert dispatch, we'll reduce mute. All right, so for our new error, this is going to be error getting article titles. I get like error getting the articles. Now, if that happens, I probably need to send them away. So we need to go to, okay, so navigator. I guess we'll go to the course details for the course ID. And then we have to return early. So, okay. A bunch of things I'm upset about that. This match shouldn't be returning anything. I have right. You don't return anything there. Never mind. Yeah, there we go. Okay. I return stuff down below, but not in here. Okay, so that's great. Happy so far. Features I think does have a semicolon there. Okay, so article titles. What are we gonna do with you? So if we have the article titles, I want to stuff them in. I want to stuff them in the store. So we need the article titles. Do I have the store? I don't think I do. That's not even it. Nope, I just have the loading state. Okay, so we have the article title. I guess this is going to be the articles store. Articles dispatch. Why no types? Mismatch types. Okay, so are you not an article store? Oh, I should probably call it, shouldn't I? That would help. Okay, so that makes you happy. Now that's going to, we're going to move the dispatch into here. So it's in my use effect. Now we're inside of here. And then right before wasm binding futures, we have to move you in here. So we're going to do articles dispatch. Okay, clone you. Now you can move in here. we get the articles and we do the dispatch right away. I think we'll have to for loop and then stuff them in one at a time. I don't think there's a way to stuff in multiple things using like a yeah, I wouldn't know what the idea is or anything else, so we're gonna have to do them one at a time. But that's fine. It should be super fast. Also, we're in a promise here, so it's not like we have time. So we're going to loop through the article titles. Now, this could be a for each, but then I have to do like another move for the loading state, which I don't think is help for the dispatch. So let's just do a normal for loop. So for article title in article titles, taking ownership is fine for this. It's not like it's going to be used anywhere else. It's gone after this anyways. Okay. Article title and article titles. Then we do the articles dispatch. Okay, so I do that probably out here. So I'm going to move the article. Okay, hold on. I'm going to move the article titles in to the article. Okay, so we're going to do articles dispatch, reduce mute. I have to move you in. Okay, so I'm going to move the article titles in. Now I want the article state. Oh, then we just do inserts into it. So we're going to for article title in article titles. Kind of surprised I don't see a type here. I mean, it knows what it is. I'm just surprised it's not showing it to me. Okay, so we're going to use article state. I want to get these articles, which is this hash map. We're going to insert. All right, the key is going to be the article title dot ID and then the article title itself. That's it. And if you're overwriting something, I don't care. Overwrite it. Okay, so that does that. We have that reduce mute here. Oh, why are you doing that? I have more things to do. Okay, so after we stuff these in here, we have to mark that we're done. So these are the article titles, loading state. And you're loaded. Okay, so I have some problems here. Oh yeah, I have some problems here. All right, so you don't know. Okay, you're matching with that one. That's fine. That was not right. Okay, expected one of. Oh, am I supposed to be in here? Okay, hold on. Kind of, almost. So you know that you're matching that. That's fine. Okay, so open you. Oh, and then we have open you. Is that the same one? It's not the same one. Hold on, it's Oh, I don't want this to be in a reduce. Okay, so that's that reduce mute. That closes you. Okay, so that's the reduce mute. Articles title loading state. And then we have a closing here, I think. There we go. Now happy. Indentation. So that was caused because I hit save when I only had one thing in here, which is this reduce mute. It removed the surrounding brackets automatically, and I still had other things to do. So I tried to add them back in, but I added them back in the wrong place, which caused all sorts of problems. Okay, so what are your problems? Borrow move value. Okay, so now we have some issues. Um, Courses store is borrowed. So something that's nice with Helix is it shows me, okay, so here's that blue, the blue information. So the courses store was borrowed and consumed here, I think. So I can see right here. Move occurs because course store has type. Okay, wait, no, that was there. And then, oh wait, yeah, it's showing me the problems here. Yeah, variable moved due to use enclosure. Okay, so we have core store clone. That should be wait. Oh, so I need courses store. I do need that outside. Here, I need this. This is outside of the use effect. So courses store courses. Okay, so this is still showing that it's not. Oh, did I do it in the right place? Oh, I need it here. Ah, no errors, no warnings. Everything's okay. Never mind. Warnings popped up. No errors. Took a little bit of time for it to figure out uh, the warnings. Okay, so if I have you set up, I should now have the articles that load. If we go and like check this out, oh yeah, look at this. We have our preview button back up. Things are compiling again. So I come into here. Well, that's fun. Error getting the articles. Well, that's it's also instantaneous, which makes me a little bit concerned that it's not really waiting uh, to see whether or not it's working. So oh, field LMS articles not found in type query root. Okay, so that is a different problem altogether. That is our database. We're not allowed to request that. So we need to fix that. All right, so we have in database, Asura, metadata, database, tables, LMS, articles. Oh yeah, that. So authors are allowed to get things, um, and authors are allowed to insert things, but and nobody else is allowed to do anything. Well, that's not exactly right. Okay, so this is going to be a learner is allowed to get the ID and the title. Um, let's just say no for content right now, and you're allowed to get created at. We're gonna have a filter on here eventually to say like, hey, you're allowed to get the content for stuff that you've purchased. But we haven't gotten to the filter. We haven't gotten to the content yet, although that's coming. I believe in this. I believe in this story, so it'll be coming sooner than later. Okay, so if I X out of you, I want to do Surah. Okay, so that applies the metadata. Let's come here, refresh to get the latest. Ooh, that didn't work. So I want, okay, show me all those. Oh, it's still not in a query root. Okay, so let's double check our query here. So I need to be not an admin. Get articles. Okay, so basically I need to be able to do this, but I'm not able to. Okay, so go to data, article. Yeah, LMS articles, permissions. Oh, that was learner. Okay, a learner could get that. I want public. Okay, I need public with a little p. That's I did the wrong permission set. So these are LMS articles. Really, I want this to be public can get that. Right, okay, so public can get that, and then a learner will be able to get a little bit more than public. Okay, so that's applied. Now let's try this again. Okay, so we got here. That's fine. And I can go straight here. Okay, so great. So I should have the articles loaded up. And this is all because I need to build up the articles for the course nav here. And so articles are going to be these BB course nav article. So if we look at this is going to be a BB course nav article builder. We're going to have a new. Now we're going to have a build at the end. Can you not help me? You're still showing okay. Why are you not helping me? Okay, let's go take a look what this is. So this is the uh, course nav. Okay, so for the builder, we have new, completed, title. Okay, so probably the only thing I think I really care about is title, maybe? Well, let's see if I can get away with that. Title, then I need. It's not going to be quite that easy, is it? Okay, so I have the course here that I'm getting at. With the course, I navigate through the article IDs. I get those. Okay, so what I want to do here is do a course dot article IDs. We could just do an iter. I don't need to take ownership of this. I want to map through you. This is going to be an article ID. I have access to the article store, right? Yeah, I have access to the article store. And so in here, to get the article store, we're going to have to move. I haven't used it yet, so we should be fine here. So we're going to do. So I want the specific article. Now, if we don't have an article, if we're unable to get it, that's a problem, and we need to quit out. That's not gonna be great, but we should probably handle that. Stacking, hello. How are you doing today? This is gonna be a sum article equals. Okay, so we have the article store articles. We're gonna get article ID. If you don't exist, we have an error. So we need to log that error. So that's going to be alert dispatch. We're going to get the alert state. Alert store builder. Yep. New error. And then couldn't find one of the articles. And I guess then we'll I don't know if I need to leave. If everything else is working, then I think I just marking that out, and then eventually we can let me know. You're still getting over a bad cold. You were bedridden for the last few days. Oh no, I hate it when that happens. Being bedridden sucks. I'm sorry about that. Well, if you're getting over it, I hope that means that you're like feeling better now. All right, so alert dispatch, reduce mute. So I got that. Um, we now. That would be. Oh, I need to. I could return HTML or I could jump back. So couldn't find one of the articles. So I think in this case I have to return HTML and it'll just be empty. Now I have access to the article. Now that shouldn't ever happen because like if we've gotten to this point, we would have had a different error somewhere else, I think. But maybe that would be not great. Oh, you're used to it. Your fiance is a teacher, so she always brings home the new colds of the month. Right. Yeah. So teaching I don't know how I didn't get sick more often when I was doing classroom teaching. Like teaching adults helps a lot in that area, but it's still in a room with like 30 plus people at one time. Well, I guess like when I was first doing it, it was like 28 people. And then it did go down a little bit, but still, like that many people in a room with closed doors in a basement, one would think that I would get more sick. Most of them you're lucky enough to bypass, but 3 or 4 get you a year. Oh man, I'm still sorry about that. That sucks. Uh, but yeah, hopefully feeling better soon. Hopefully it means you get to do like things that you really love to do. I remember when I was a kid, being sick meant like okay, you feel terrible, you don't like it, but also we're going to reward ourselves by going to like getting a video game and some movies and other things and just playing through those and doing nothing else, like trying to use the brain as little as possible. All right, so if I get these articles, oh right, I'm still part of this map. So that's part. Oh wait, you know what? Oh, I'm doing this in a map here. I'm returning to the map. Oh, that's not help. Well, that's not going to work. Okay, hold on. This isn't going to work. So if we're here in the map and we're skipping this, I think what I need to have is just a Can I do a default? Do I have a default on article? I might. So it's almost like I want to return an article. Yeah, default. Hey, why didn't you do it? Default. Else class of does not diverge. Expected type exclamation mark. That was no. That's okay. So the alert dispatch is that, and then I return you as part of the else. Is it because you're? Oh, it's probably like you need to be like a reference. I don't know if that's gonna work. Found reference source article. Tried adding a diverging expression such as a return or a panic. Whoa. Is it because this is not what I expect? So I can do like a to do, maybe? No. Else clause of let else does not diverge. So it does not diverge? Okay, so in the else, I run this block. That doesn't do anything, but then I try to return a default. So I want to do like the equivalent of an um option or default. Okay, fine. Let's just do that. If I unwrap or default, oh, can I not do that? The trait bound default is not satisfied. Default is wait. The trait default is implemented for stores article. Shouldn't it be is not? Wait a second. Storage article. Yeah, look at this. Article has default implemented for it. So if we come here, we have a hash map of article that shouldn't I be able to default that? The trait bound reference to article, which implements default, is not satisfied. The trait default is implemented for, oh, because it's a reference. Oh, I see. Oh, it doesn't know how to do it as a reference. Ugh. Oh, that makes it much harder to deal with. Okay. So I have to get you out, and if you don't exist, I probably want to error out, and we're done with the entire thing. Except the problem is we're in a map. So we're in this function. So if I try to like return or something, that's not going to work. I guess we could choose like a try map, and then I can return an error and deal with it. Yeah. All right. Well, I don't think it's something I can do super fast. I have to sort of think about what I want to do. And unfortunately, because it's 8:20, I've got to go do my day job. So got to go do that. It's gonna be busy today because so tomorrow, so Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday this week, I won't be able to stream because we're doing a design sprint at work, which does mean I need to be there in person. So I usually like if it's one of those things where it's in person, I have to take off during the time that I'm, would be streaming to get there in time because it's far enough away. So I won't be able to stream for the next few days. So I'll be back on Friday morning. I can chat about the design sprint if any of you are interested in that, or I can we can chat about it on Discord also because I'll be there all week. If none of you have been part of that, they're fun processes. It's every time that we don't do it and we build something new, we regret not doing it. So I'm happy we're doing it for this one. All right, so got that. And I think that's gonna be it. So everybody, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I hope that you're feeling better stacking and you're back onto your feet, not bedridden anymore. And with that, have a great rest of your Monday, and I will see you Friday. Bye.